I offer you cold hard cash if you could show me a jump spot like the one in the background that I didn't know about. Find me some way where I can get up to the high ground without someone just holding that choke point of a ladder. We've done these videos in the past and I've given out money to the community, and frankly, after paying you guys and paying my editor, I've gone negative on these videos, as you can see. So if you enjoy the style of content and want to continue supporting me, maybe consider pressing that join button. What I'm going to be doing in the near future is for people who are joining and supporting me over here on YouTube, I'm going to be dropping all of my loadouts early, because a lot of times I send out my loadouts to my editor and make sure everything's clean. As soon as I find out it's a banger build, I'm just going to post it over there so you can find out some builds maybe a couple days early. I think it'll be a great way to give back to those who want to support me. So if you want to try it out, click the join button down below, and I really appreciate all the support. But without further ado, let's get into the first jump spot. Okay, so the first jump spot is brought to us by Hey, It's Aaron. You guys are very familiar with this building. They have a whole bunch of iterations of it throughout the entire map, right? You go in here, you've got the kitchen down here, but it seems like the only way to get up to the top is through this ladder right here. And it is so easy to get kills if you're camping up here, because guess what? They can hear you clinking up. They can hold this head glitch. They can hold those head glitches over here. They can shoot from here. It's just, there's no good way to try to make it up. And there's no ladder over here. And just to prove my point real quick, there's no ladder over here either. So how the heck do we get up? Well, unfortunately, there is no angle that we could work to where we try to make our way up through here. But there is an angle that Aaron showed me, and check it out. Okay, as we work our way through this building, they're going to hear all the footsteps down below. They don't know what's going on. We work our way out to this ledge. From here, we jump up onto this spot. We jump up right here, and then we just do a little strafe jump, and then boom, we're up. Nice thing is we're right next to a piece of cover where we can shoulder this, work our way around, find our way over here. It is a great flank for what is otherwise an insane choke of a single ladder. And they've been pretty good about designing most buildings to find a way up, but this one is lacking up until now. All right, now this second jump spot blew my mind. So people love camping this building. They think that people can only get up through the stairways or the ladder, which is basically suicide. Now, I've always known you could come up to this building over here and you can basically jump over and maybe make yourself up to about here, right? But even then, you still kind of have to work your way up through this choke point, and it's really dangerous if they see you coming over. But Matosh showed me something that blew my mind and also blew the community's mind, and a lot of people have been using it in recent gameplay. So you find yourself up on this wall, you jump up here, and a common theme today is going to be these AC units, because then you can just work your way up and then find yourself up. This absolutely blew my mind, and you don't hear people mantle in this game, so it's basically silent as you're working your way through it. Now, Matosh showed me one that I also knew, so we'll just kind of call this a 2.5. But if you come out here and you're dealing with that choke point, rather than going the ladder or that side mantle route, you could also go here and then mantle yourself up here as well. Looks like that guy just learned something new. Okay, so the third jump spot was brought to us by Scumman, a well-known competitor. So here he was, he's inside of Rohan, and he killed someone that was over on this roof. Well, he knocked him. So he goes over, he goes for the thirst, but he knows his teammate's up there. So if he chows here, he'll end up mantling up and then dying. So he looks over to the right, sees this lamppost, jumps up on it, strafe jumps over, and now even while he's in the mantle animation, he's able to get up here, and he ended up getting a free kill. But while I was kind of looking through this, and I kind of was looking at what are some other options, I discovered this. So normally, I would try to jump up, and you just can't make it up. But if you hug very close to this, look straight up, you can actually mantle, and you like teleport up, and it works over here as well. So it's kind of the same thing where if you try to strafe jump, you can't get up, but jump up here, and you can find your way up. Now, it's not going to be, you know, it's still going to be pretty tough, right? But if one person hits a ladder and you hit this, you might be able to get here and make something happen. As you guys know, over on these shorter ones, it's really straightforward. Ladder is suicide, but you can just mantle straight up. You can even like do a little strafe jump off to the side and make your way up here. But the best way to do it is to actually strafe past and then use this as cover like you normally would. Okay, so this fourth one, I've always kind of known it was possible, but I never knew the exact steps to do it. Well, fortunately, Zach showed us how to do it. So we're over here, we're in Shareem, and we're by this tower right here. And yeah, man, sometimes it'd be a crazy power position to get up there, but if you try to run through, you'll end up falling. It's always been a little bit awkward. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna get up here, and you're gonna aim for this little jut right here, where it kind of juts out, and you just mantle up. And then from there, you walk up a little bit, and you can't walk up too far, then you can just step. Oh, I messed up. So once again, jump out to here, mantle up here, walk up a little bit, and then jump right over, and you're in. And you can use this, especially if you're like late game trying to play ranked, hold a power position, look over village. You can kill someone who's on top of the roof here, deal with someone who's up here. This is a great spot to use as you're working your way through Shireen. Okay, so for number 5, we're going to work our way down to village. And as you guys know, whether it's just a black site or people like to hold the power position, this building is so hard to break. What are you going to do? Work your way through here while they're looking over at you. Then you got to climb a ladder. Dead. Work your way through here. Climb a ladder. Dead. Work your way over here. Climb a ladder. Dead. There's just no good way to get up this building. Or is there? This one is brought to us by none other than Shucks Norris. And we're going to check it out, right? So you can work your way up here. Even if they're on the roof, you're not that exposed to them. Maybe you can throw an airstrike, throw a cluster, do whatever you need to do. Start fighting this battle right here. But then this blew my mind. Work your way up on top of this. And we're not going to aim for the ledge. We're going to aim for that short ledge right there. So you're going to dive, jump, mantle onto right here. Boom, you're up. And now you can start clearing out the building. And if it's any sign that you should subscribe to the video, I just got my loadout box. Make sure if you've learned something new in this video, you subscribe right now, because once again, I'm giving money back to the community, back to the academy, and you're learning a lot. So drop a like, flip that phone, hit the thumbs up, subscribe while you're at it. And on to step number 6. Okay, so for number 6, let's say that we need to get up to this top level. Now, normally you'd have to go all the way out. You'd work your way through this hall, climb up a ladder, and then, you know, make your way across this little sky bridge right here. Or we'd have to come over here. We'd have to climb up here, jump, fly across, and then, you know, that's like the only way to get up. There's not really a fast way to get up. It's not like there's a ladder inside of here. And oftentimes I'll be stuck in gunfights where, like, someone's up here, but how do I get up to him? Well,
loadout drop inbound.
Zombie blew my mind. All you need to do is come out to this window, aim for this corner, and mantle up. It's that easy. Okay, this 7th jump spot was shown to me by Toxic Naps. Now, I already knew about this one, but it's just a good reminder. So if you ever wanted to hit out the 2nd story of this building and you want to avoid this choke point up here, all you need to do is use this as a ramp, and you jump against it, and it'll allow you to mantle up. Now, you can also use that on the other side. Let's say you don't want to clear out inside of here. You can do the exact same thing, jump up over here, and mantle your way up. Maybe mantle your way over here, and deal with the people that are taking my high ground, it sounds like. Oh, nope, he dropped off short. But moving on to number 8, what you can also do, and this one was shown to us by D-Rux, is throughout all of these buildings. Obviously, most people know about that jump up right there, so they might be ready for it. But theme of the day, look out for these AC units, because you can mantle up inside of them. And, you know, not everyone is going to have the exact same jump spot that you can use, but you can use those AC units to work your way around. So keep an eye out for these buildings all across the map. Uh-oh. No. There is a way, whether it's using the AC units or whether it's using the little key card jump up, you can find your way up to the high ground nice and easy. All right, so this is a perfect example for number 9. I've had a stalemate with a guy who's just been sitting over here this entire time. And oftentimes you'll have a full team sitting up here in in-game or something, right? And they're just sitting there the whole time, and they're just not giving you anything, right? And let's say...
good kill, good kill.
you know, good kill. You end up having a good battle with the guy, but let's say you end up getting this guy down, right? And you need to push over, or you call an airstrike or something, and you have the full team on roof push into that stairway, but then you know they're just gonna push right up that stairway, right? I fought people like that before where... Oh, so I'm getting ambitious. Sorry. No.
Black site secure. Good work. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe.
Okay. I had to handle business. All right. So I fought people like this even in World Series of Warzone. Guys like OP Mark, Devious, Shaded, like they're very good at taking high grounds, and that is one of the hardest high grounds in the game to break, because fighting these stairways is a death trap. They got proxy mines, they're holding angles, they're holding hands, and frankly, and in this game, that's what a good player is. It's playing disciplined, it's holding high ground. So let's say we call an airstrike. How do we capitalize? Because I don't want to go through the death trap that is their stairs. Well, I can do this. Okay, I can go over here, and this is a variation I made up myself. You can jump up on top of this, jump to here, and then let's say they call in that airstrike. Now you can jump over here and now you have taken their high ground. But on the other end, it's like, man, how do I do the same? I can't get enough height over here to make that one happen. I could jump onto that little ledge, but how do I get on top? Well, Jacob showed us, and it's a little bit of a process. You work your way over here, you work your way over here, and this is one of those where you like have to call an airstrike to get them inside of the building. But then you can get up and take their high ground while that airstrike is going on. And I just think it's a fun little use, a fun little jump spot that I didn't know about until today to help conquer these high grounds, which are so hard to break. Okay, now we have the 10th and final jump spot of the day. If you guys learned something new, and I have more of these, I have like 15 more that's coming in a video where one guy supplied 15 and they're mind-blowing. So make sure you're subscribed for that, okay? For this one, we need to find a way to get up to the second story of PD. Typically, a very commonly camped building, you either have to go up these stairs, which is a choke point, or you have to work your way out here, go up this ladder, and then go through that window right here. But people typically hear you clinking up the ladder and they're going to shoot you. But what I was shown by Alexos is that you can actually work your way up here. And once you mantle on top, and you got a couple different ways you can do this. You can either like just jump straight up onto here and then mantle, or you can just jump from there. But all you have to do, and sometimes you get a little bit stuck, it seems like it's either first try or like 15th try with something like this. But then all you have to do is just jump up straight up to here. Now, in the background, you'll see a lot of the other police stations actually have more conveniently placed either trucks or vans that you can use that same jump up without having to pull this little thing right here. But this is one of my favorite ways to break into PD now because people love camping these buildings. If you know a shortcut to get up to the top roof, let me know on that, because that is like impossible to break other than like, you know, gliding in on it. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe. If you want access to all things IceManIsaac a little bit ahead of time, consider checking out and becoming a member here on YouTube. I would greatly appreciate that support. Hope you guys like this, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.